Wait, it's like I've never done this before.
It's cool, man. First show.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary. We had a little bit of technical difficulty getting started, but not a big deal. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary. Hello everybody. We had a little bit of technical difficulty. We had a little bit of We had a little bit. Boom. All right, cool. I apparently also had every possible way of putting the stream on through my computer. All right. So let's try that again.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to the Whiskey Dictionary. Thank you for holding through the little technical difficulty there, but we are ready to get going. So tonight I have a special guest for all of you. I have a fellow whiskey tuber named Malted in Montreal, and he is probably one of my favorites. And let's give him a little intro. All right. So there he is. So, Malted, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit? Oh, did I lose you? Are you still there, Malted? Oh, come on. Well, this is what happens when you try to hack Google Hangouts to work through OBS, by the way. That's part of the reason we had such technical difficulty. We wait for Swami to pop back in here. After that brilliant introduction.
I'm back. Well, that was so...
We're having a blast tonight.
It's all good.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My camera's not showing on your end, though. Oh, there I am. Now you can see.
All right.
There you are. All right.
Oh, well, now I'm back. Am I back? All right, I'm back. I apologize, guys. This is
no problem.
No problem at all.
Somehow.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Swami.
Yeah.
Why don't you
go ahead and introduce yourself? Because I think I'm already ready for a drink.
So it's hey everybody, how you doing? It's Malted in Montreal. My name is Swami. Some of you know. A lot of you probably subscribe to my channel. Some of you are not. I run a whiskey review channel. Not really a whiskey review, alcohol review channel. I pretty much review all types of stuff: bourbon, rye, whiskey, of course, Scotch, rums, a lot of rums, and occasionally some beers. My channel is a little different from everybody else. I tend to be a little bit more of the black sheep of the community, where my stuff's got a little more adult direction on occasional shows. Some of you have probably seen my live shows and know that they're usually a crazy mess. Bill here invited me on his show. We're pretty close. I love the guy. I think he's fucking awesome. As you can see tonight, we both got the shaved domes. He's looking like Stone Cold, and I'm looking like Goldberg with the Junos. So it's all great. Gonna have tonight. I'll let Bill discuss what we're going to be doing tonight. So that's me. Go ahead and
No problem. Awesome. Glad to have you on. So we're being told we've got a little bit of an echo still, and so I'm going to just kind of fiddle with some settings here and try to figure it out. But while we're doing that, why don't you tell people about what we're going to be drinking tonight?
All right. So while I take a puff of my douche flute. All right, we got the Ardbeg 10, the ever classic beast of peat. I don't want to call it entry level with age. This is no way in any form a entry level. This is not something for you if you want to start drinking peat. This to me, even though it's 40 ppms comparison to Octomores, which are in the 150 all the way up to 300 ppms, it ranks right up there with the Octomores to me when it comes to peat. All right. This is full flavor, full force, anger of the gods style peat to me. So this is what we're going to be drinking tonight. Bottled at 46% ABV, well priced. I have a love-hate relationship with Ardbeg, as most of my viewers know. Maybe Whiskey Dick might know Billy when he's watching me too. I love the 10-year-old. Was a huge fan of the Ugadale. Not so much into the rest of the lineup, but the Dark Coke's good, just a little overpriced. But I'm very excited to be doing the Ardbeg 10 with you tonight, Bill.
Nice. Well, why don't we go ahead and open it up and pour out our... I'm actually going to pour myself two here because everything I've seen about this guy, and I have yet to do my formal review on it. I've had it a few times before. Everything I've seen says that it tastes better if you let it sit for about 20 minutes or so. So I'm going to pour a couple...
I got a beer that I'm still drinking anyway, so I can let it sit while I chug down my brewski.
If this stream is anything like my other streams, this thing is not going to last nearly 20 minutes before I chug it.
Cheers, everyone. I can see everybody, by the way, in the chat. Just want to say hi to Whiskey Whistle. I see you right there. My Bourbon Journey. Santa Cruz, what's up? Sean Rose, Whiskey Whistle, Santa Cruz, Gustav, I don't know him. So a lot of these guys are subscribers. I can see a lot of that are subscribers of mine. I want to say hi to Eric. Wait, saw him out there.
Malted. And I apologize, everybody. I just, my kids are upstairs. One of them's crying. I just got to go deal with that for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
I'll hold the fort while you're gone.
Swami, you're the king and your guests on the show by themselves, so I'm going to put you in the hot seat.
Bill's going to go take a food quig, but I'll continue on. It's his children. Hi, boys. All right, so we got the Ball brother in the house. Yes, we do. Eric Waite, Santa Cruz is here. We got Scotch for Dummies. How you doing, Drew, or whoever else is there? OJ for Hire. Love OJ for Hire. Great guy. We got William Edburn. Sorry, I'm dyslexic and illiterate at the same time. So I'm reading your name backwards and completely wrong. So we got Gustav, as I said before, the Bourbon Journey, Echo. All right, guys. So what's everyone drinking? I don't know if there's an echo going on. I can't really hear anything. So let me know what's happening. What is everyone? Sorry about that. For some reason, it keeps on booting me from the conversation. I'm back in. I don't know what's going on. There's some lag going on. Love my Johnny Walker red label. Hello from Oklahoma. Hey, Oklahoma kid. Gustav thinking Mr. Whistle. Personally, I like Echo. Well, that Echo is fixed. We got Welsh Toro. Hey, how's Welsh doing? Bill has gone up to go check on his kids. So we got a bunch of people in the house right now. Is the echo coming from my end, if people can let me know, or is it from Bill's end? I don't know. Like old Fender reverb amp. Okay, 1 second. Let me check something to see if this will work out. Okay. I'm 20 seconds behind the stream. Well, I'm a few minutes behind the stream right now, so the echo has worked itself out. Good. All right, so the echo is gone. Cheers, I'm drinking my beer. Apologize, I'm drinking Barton's vodka. Yes, I'm ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Drink whatever you like. As I'm watching on the stream right now, so I'm a few seconds behind. Bill's back. Bill, I think your mic is on mute. Okay.
Yeah. So that little button is not nearly as sensitive as I wish it was. Man.
All right.
Boy, am I having a night. All right. I need this drink. So let's go ahead and toast to all of our fans here who have dealt with our technical difficulties. And I'd like to offer one more toast, actually, to you, Swami, to you hitting 500 subscribers. either tonight, tomorrow, very, very soon. Cheers. Cheers.
Yes. Cheers. I am right now at 477 subscribers. So I'm very excited. I'm nearing that 500 point. Thank you, Bill, for inviting me on, my friend. Love you for this.
Well, if you guys aren't subscribed to Swami, at the very least, sub to him just for holding down the fort for me.
Thank you very much. I'm trying here. This is really cool. I love Bill's setup. Obviously, this is the first time he's doing it, so bear with him. Have some patience. I understand it gets a little annoying sometimes with technical glitches, but he's doing something really cool here. This is awesome. With that intro, I didn't get to hear it, unfortunately, because I don't have the sound on my computer, but later I'm going to watch that. And that was freaking balls.
You got to make sure to check that out. I picked the music out specifically for you, Swami.
That was totally tits, man. I loved it. It was just awesome. Speaking of tits, did anyone watch Star Wars? The new Star Wars movie? Spoilers.
Yeah. Actually, so let's open that up to the chat here. I think I would like to talk about the movie. It's been a few weeks at this point. Although I do think I saw my dad in there who has not seen the movie yet, so I might kick him out.
All right, we can talk about. It looks like people are fine if we talk about the movie. Anybody okay if we talk about Star Wars? Because we both saw it. We kind of want to laugh a little bit about it because we both were. I wasn't in love with it. I don't know, Bill, if you were. Let me know.
I think I'm the one that needs to wear headphones. So yeah.
No worries.
Anyway,
Am I coming clear?
Oh, come on, man. Hold on.
No worries.
I swear, I had this whole thing working like 2 nights ago. Ask Swami here. All right. How about that?
It was wonderful. He did a great job.
I figured it out.
All right.
Swami, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
All right. So if I move this back a bit, it might be all right. So anyway, Star Wars movie. Shall we spoil?
Sure. What was your favorite scene in the Star Wars movie, Bill?
My favorite scene? I gotta say that opening space battle, it was the perfect intro to the movie for me. It was right up until he started being like an idiot over the mic with the guy in the Star Destroyer. I mean that was funny enough, but we lost Swami again. Anyway.
I apologize. I keep on getting booted out of the chat, and I apologize about that. So you're saying before he started acting like an idiot in the Star Destroyer?
I mean that was okay, and I got the point. But it was almost like it was such a cool scene, like him just flying around, blasting out the ion cannons and stuff, and then just hopping on with the I forget the name of the dude that was on the dreadnought there. But I don't know. It kind of like almost killed the vibe for me a little bit. But I'm not one of those people that has a whole lot of complaints about the movie either. But I just I don't know. How about you?
I'm not going to complain about the movie because I understand the whole point was they wanted to go in a completely different direction than Return of the Jedi. I think that was like the whole point is because the first one that came out was a little too close to A New Hope. So they didn't want to do that whole thing over again with the Return of the Jedi being the second one. So they kind of went into a completely different direction. Understood. My favorite, and I'm really quickly lay down the rules here. I am not in any way a Star Wars fanatic. I like them; they're cool, but I'm just kind of like I like them as a movie. I don't dress up in the characters. I never asked my wife to put on cinnamon buns in her hair so we could make love and I could pretend she's Leia or something like that. Nothing like that. Me, it was I like them as movies. I'm more of an Army of Darkness, Evil Dead kind of guy and zombie movie stuff. But so that's my genre. The Star Wars, honestly, the one thing I liked about it is there was a correlation between Luke as a virgin from A New Hope.
Right.
When he went to the bar with Obi-Wan and what was his name? The Han Solo. And he orders milk. The blue milk comes at the bar in A New Hope. I don't know if you remember that. And he drinks milk. So to me, in the new one that comes out, Luke's on his island there, his little secluded island. And, he's showing his daily routine of what he does on his island after meditation and whatnot. He's going around, he's fishing. And then he comes up to some weird-looking elephant thing that's got some, And he just grabs right on and drinks the milk out of it. It just kind of reminded me of the blue milk in the New Hope. So that to me was the funniest part of the movie. That was to me the best part of the movie. Just Luke drinking gross animal boob milk. I think Bill, you put yourself on mute again. I can't hear you. So just move your lips. Hello? Bill, you're on mute. I can't hear you, buddy. I can't hear you. Can anybody hear me? Or am I coming in?
Come on, man.
Oh, there we go.
This is awesome. Man, I swear I'm going to just delete this stream when it's all done.
Don't delete it. This is classic. Everyone okay with this? Like, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. When anything happens, just talk amongst yourselves. Pick a topic.
So to any of you that are new to the channel, and maybe this is your first stream, this is not how the streams normally go. This is my first time having a guest, my first time with a new microphone, first time with a new laptop, first time with a bunch of new stuff. So I'll nail it down. But anyway.
You're cool, man. Don't worry about it. I think you noticed me. I'm the most patient guy in the world. I don't get upset about nothing.
No, you're good. I just don't know everybody else. You know what I might do? I might grab a pair of headphones. I think that might get rid of the echo.
All right.
I mean, give me 2 more minutes, and I'll be right back.
No worries.
May as well.
Is it coming from my I just want to know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Is the echo coming from my end or from Bill's end? Because I feel bad if it's coming from my end. So if you guys can just let me know. Okay. The echo is coming from both. We're saying so both ends. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the Ardbeg 10. I apologize about the sound. All right, headphones for sure. Holy shit. Hard to watch. Triple echo. Swami is a triple echo. I can't hear. Hold on 1 second. I want to hear this. Okay, now I'm listening to it. I wish I was. Ooh, yeah. There's a big echo. Give me a second.
All right, perfect. So hopefully that got rid of the echo, and this will dramatically increase our quality.
I'm here.
No, that's fine.
1 second.
I don't think it's you, Swami. I'm pretty sure it's me.
Okay. All right.
Sounds better. Cool. All right, so I'm just going to wear these for now, and let's get into the actual live stream. So, Swami, once again, thanks for holding it down. So
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I want to apologize to everybody out there. It's it's life. I'm not even going to apologize for it. Forget it. You guys are getting free entertainment. Stuff happens.
It totally does.
All right?
It's the glory of live streams. So
Okay.
I am located
Exactly.
in Massachusetts. Where are you located, Oklahoma? I have no idea. Never mind. Probably should have read your name first.
So it does look like it was on your end. People are saying Echo is gone. Things are wonderful, way better. Everything's awesome.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
You know, it's really awesome. I've got this about a third of a second delay between my voice and where I've got it coming in my headphones. So that's totally awesome to try to talk over.
Yeah.
The mic sounds good. I'm pretty happy about it. Yeah.
The mic is beautiful.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful mic.
My voice is a bit low.
Just talk a little louder.
There we go. The gain was marked way down.
All right. So if you want, it's your show, buddy. Do you want to talk about the Ardbeg, or should I discuss it a little bit in depth? Because I got the page open right in front of me.
Why don't you take it away?
Just in case
show people your knowledge there.
All right. Well, Ardbeg, I'll show people Wikipedia's knowledge. Founded in 1815, the water source of Ardbeg is Loch Ugadale, just like the Ugadale from Ardbeg. All right. The typical main sales Ardbeg on the shelf is the 10-year-old, the one we are drinking this evening. It is owned by the same company that owns Glenmorangie and Hennessy and Moet. And they also own handbags, Louis Vuitton. So that's a good combination right there.
I noticed that. I wasn't sure if it was the same guy or just the same name. Yeah.
It is the exact same guy.
That's pretty cool.
It is the same guy.
Man of many talents.
Yeah. The thing that makes me laugh about the Ardbeg, the number one thing is, yes, the green bottle's kind of cool and stuff, but I don't understand because it's non-chill filtered and natural colored. So it just, I don't understand the point of putting it in a green bottle if, you know, it's naturally colored. I guess it's to keep the sun out.
It's to keep the sun out. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Then again, you had a very cool box. I have a very boring box. It was just a little cardboard thing. You've got it looks like the side of the building. Yeah. It is.
It's supposed to be the warehouse, the dunnage warehouse where they keep all the barrels. And it opens up, and inside is a whiskey coffin.
Mm-hmm.
So you can bury your Ardbeg in it.
Nice.
When the bottle's done.
That sounds like a euphemism.
or you can bury your parakeet or no. It can be used as a small pet coffin.
All right, so that first Ardbeg went away really fast. But,
yeah, look at this beautiful color, by the way. Isn't that just gorgeous?
Yeah.
That's what I find gorgeous. It's beautiful.
You know, I really like this side-to-side video thing. I think it looks really nice. Not to pat myself on the back, I just think it's cool. All right, so let me catch up a little bit with the comments here because I've been ignoring you guys the entire time. So, and Swami just dropped off. There you are.
Everyone, don't worry. Every time it drops out, I'll be back in 3 seconds.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what's causing that?
I think it's the two bald heads that are flashing like solar flares together, and it's just
I believe that.
It's too much baldness for the internet to handle. I should have worn a hat. Let me see.
Oh, that's why now I got the headphones. They block a little bit of it. Well, I should really turn off my live, but I'm not getting up again.
No worries.
All right, so what's going on in the chat here? So other than a lot of people telling me my sound sounds terrible, we get a serious question. How does an American whiskey bourbon drinker like me try to like Scotch? I've tried numerous brands and detest it. All right. So Oklahoma Kid, have you checked out my intro to Scotch video? Generally what I suggest is people stick with like Highland Scotches because they tend to be a little bit more fruity, and that's often a little easier to get into. Have you tried anything off that list, Oklahoma? By the way, welcome to 2018, everybody. What's today, the 3rd?
Happy New Year! I don't want to take over your show, Bill, so I want to let you talk a little and stuff like that.
By all means. No, you won't take over. I'm still a little flustered. I need to not be, but you know.
Oh. Well, I'm glad I could kind of help out with that. Again, if you guys are interested, I'm a smaller channel, and I would love the support. I want to hit 500 tonight, so all of Bill's support. If you guys want to help me hit 1,000 tonight, that would be insane. Cool. But 500.
I don't know that I have that much pull.
Yeah. So I saw. I don't know if anybody else agrees. To me, Thor Ragnarok was the movie of the season. Did you see Thor Ragnarok, Bill?
I have not seen that one. No.
That is so cool. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Thor Ragnarok, go see it. Star Wars was whatever. Thor Ragnarok, that was the shit. Everyone should go see that.
Nice. You're not small, Swami.
I'm not small.
No.
I'm not small in my head, but
all right. So
my wife would like different.
Jokes. So you've liked Aberfeldy 21. Well, most things with a 21 on the are going to be pretty good.
Are they talking about the Aberfeldy 21?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try the Aberfeldy 21. I've tried the Aberfeldy 18. I didn't like it at all, if I could be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing wrong with not liking Scotch. Bourbon is great stuff, especially lately. There's so many craft distillers in the United States that you're never going to run out of stuff to try.
It's funny because on I think I told you, Bill, during New Year's I was at my sister-in-law's house, and she doesn't have like the greatest selection of alcohol available. All right, so I brought a tiny bit of Ben Riach 16 with me, just a little bit there, about an ounce. But I was done with that really quickly, so I had to go salvaging and searching what I could find. And she pretty much all she had available was Jack Daniel's No. 9, Jim Beam, the white label, I guess it's what you call it, the regular stuff.
Yep.
And she had Devil's Cask from Jim Beam. It's called Devil's Cask something. It's the Devil's Cut. Sorry, Devil's Cut. I actually didn't mind it. I was drinking it all night. It worked out pretty good. And Cavassier VS, the really cheap Cavassier. Not like a VSOP or anything insane, but yeah, that's what I ended up drinking.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, Swami's a big rum and Cavassier, or not Cavassier. What am I thinking?
Cognac.
Cognac. Thank you. Big cognac guy as well. So he's all over the map actually. Are you a vodka guy as well, Swami?
I do not drink any clear liquids. I like tequila, but it's more mezcals and things like that. I kind of tend to stay away from vodka unless there's cranberry juice added. I won't lie. That's the only time I drink vodka. It's like I'll have a cranberry vodka once in a blue moon. But I love my beers. I love my stout. I love my IPAs. I love my ambers. I love booze. I am an alcohol enthusiast.
Yeah, you and me both.
That's what we call some. Pardon?
You and me both. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, Swami. Well, Canada, their internet infrastructure not great. There you go. So you can still hear me when you disappear, huh?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
All right.
All right. So Jack Silver, bottled and bond, 100 proof, and Jack Gold, number 27. Now I've never tried the Jack Gold. It's come up in conversation a few times recently. I'm gonna have to get that.
I've only tried the single barrel. It's not available in Quebec. I would love to try the double barrel. So if any of my subscribers out there want to send me a sampling of the double barrel because it's not available in Quebec, that would
Jack Daniel's double
insanely
barrel.
Cool. Yeah.
I don't know that I've even heard of that. That's
Isn't there a double barrel? I know there's a single barrel and there's a double barrel.
There's a single barrel and then there's cask strength or something like that.
We have the single barrel, but I don't think it's even the cask strength. It's just a regular single barrel. I thought it was called a double barrel or something. I remember hearing about.
Maybe the comments no.
No, there's no double barrel. All right, it's single barrel cask strength. Okay, I've tried the single barrel regular one. I'd love to try the cask strength. I haven't tried that. And the other one I haven't tried is the Maker's Mark cask strength. That's not available. Yeah. You only have either the Maker's Mark. We call it the double barrel. Okay, Scott says it's called the double barrel by the fans, but it's not the double barrel.
That makes sense.
It's the single barrel cask strength. All right. Okay. I kept on hearing people talk about the double barrel.
Right.
After that.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, so yes, Jack Daniel's Gold Double Barrel and Double Mellowed.
I'm impressed with the way that this whiskey handles the peat. It's like Lafroig is almost gimmicky in the way that they're just peat heavy. This is really balanced with the peat. Like, I mean, this is in my mind, like this is a really solid, almost like an intro to peat, but I also think it like gets really, maybe not an intro. I think this is like almost like a peat lover's nightly drink. I don't know how better to describe it. Like it's easily approachable, but it's not challenging, but it's very peaty and delicious.
I find it might be a little single noted. That's the only way that you can describe it. Maybe as an entry level, but to me, it's not an entry level scotch. I would never consider
maybe entry level
10. I would never consider Lafroig 10 or Ardbeg 10 entry level in any way, shape, or form. Anyone who says this stuff is entry level has got it's people that judge entry level by price and age. You don't judge entry level by price and age. You judge entry level by, let's say you have a friend that's never drank scotch before. Are you going to give him this as their first drink?
Of course not. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not an entry level.
No, it's kind of like when you're talking bourbons or American whiskeys. Like I don't usually recommend ryes to people when they first start out. You know, I give them honestly, like I tell them to try Woodford Reserve, but most of my fans know that I love that one. So it's almost guilty pleasure at this point because I've had so many better bourbons, but I still always just think like, oh, Woodford Reserve is good stuff. You know, so.
I still think Bullet is good stuff.
That's not very nice.
Like everyone's like laughing with it. Pardon?
Nothing. Good. Yeah.
I like it for bourbon lemonade. I use it to mix with lemonade. It works.
Yeah.
I like the 45% bite on it. So it's I don't know. It's not special or anything, but you know, $20 it does the trick. I'm not gonna knock it.
People out there think that peat smells of bandages and adhesive.
Lafroig. Yeah. I agree that the Lafroig has a very medical iodine kind of peat to it. The Ardbeg to me does have a lot of vegetable to it. I consider the Ardbeg very marine when it comes to the nose. It's very beach and ocean. It's it's briny. It's not medical to me.
I agree with you there. You definitely get some salt air in here as well as the peat. It's actually pretty impressive that they're able to get anything else. I mean, peat really just usually takes over, and getting anything else mixed in there is pretty impressive.
Yeah. No, I get some nice crisp, like heavy crisp apple in the background. Mm-hmm. Some nice mellow white sugar notes coming in. You can't really smell sugar, but you can kind of tell it's kind of got that, like, if you ever made a simple syrup and smelt it, it's kind of got that odor a little bit coming off the back. I'm liking that.
So, Swami, I'm curious. Have you seen Scotch for Dummies video? I think Mark did the video on basically nosing whiskey. Have you seen that video?
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about Mark from Whiskey?
I lost you again there, Swami. Anyway, yeah, I'm talking about Mark from Scotch for Dummies. So he did this video, basically how to nose, and it was a little different than the one I put out. But one thing he did that I really have come to start doing myself is nosing from each side of your nose, and then doing both. And it's very, very rare that I get anything different, but occasionally you'll pick up a little something on one side versus the other. And I think it's a little bit more just that you're concentrating a little harder. All right, so it seems like we might have lost Swami for a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of... Oh, there he goes.
I'm back.
Yeah, there you are. That was a little longer than 3 seconds this time.
Sorry about that. It was it just wasn't coming in. I apologize.
We'll say rest in peace.
Luke, I'll let you talk, man.
Dick.
I'm not going to talk about it. I need to read his sense.
Hey, what'd you pour there, Flock? I'm going to call you Flocky Poo. Yeah. I'm going to just call you Flocky Poo. I think that's a good name. Jefferson Ocean Age Bourbon, not a joke. It's freaking smooth. I have not tried that, but I do have a dram of it back from my advent calendar. I'm actually really excited to try that one. That's one that I cannot wait to do an episode on, just because even if it's a total gimmick, which I think it partly is, I think it's a cool story that like the thing has to go on a voyage to a very specific place and then back. I just think that's a cool concept. So, by the way, I had a couple of people buy t-shirts this week. I was pretty excited to see that. Just the thought of people walking around out there with Whiskey Dick written on their shirt is hilarious to me. So
well, we've all had Whiskey Dick at least once.
Yeah,
so
right? Yep. A lot of disappointed wives out there.
Mine doesn't mind when it happens.
Yeah, or relieved. Yeah, it depends on how you want to look at it. So, I am going to pour a little bit more of this, and I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Just because. Why not? So.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So it says it's established in 1815, which I did see from their history, that although they started distilling in the 1700s, they didn't formally start calling themselves Ardbeg until 1815. I'm almost a little surprised that they didn't kind of cling to that extra, like 20 years, 30 years that they were doing their thing. So it's funny, my sister, who's a microbiologist, she came over to my house for Christmas this year, and she looked in my bar and saw these little guys, which, I mean, these are just regular pipettes that you buy. And she's like, why do you have single dropper pipettes? You know, I'm like, oh, you know, just to add water to my whiskey. And she was very disappointed. She thought I was doing something important. To me, it is.
Sheep Lung Dung is waiting for the dickhead t-shirts.
Yes. That's what I call my fans. They're a bunch of dickheads. So.
Jefferson Ocean Aged Bourbon, not a joke. Freaking smooth.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Swami, do you have any water sitting next to you? Or a way to put water in your whiskey?
In my Ardbeg 10, I normally will put drops when I'm doing tastings.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just kind of drinking it out.
Yeah.
I put a couple of drops in there. I'll let it go for a bit.
No, it's pretty nice. It tames it down quite a bit.
Cool.
Adds a little bit more fruit to the nose too. Actually, it pretty much cuts the peat like a lot.
Yeah, I'm getting the oak now that's coming through a bit.
Yeah.
I know this is fully aged in bourbon barrels. There's no sherry to this whatsoever. And that brings it in. Yeah. A little bit of brown sugar note is now coming through with the water. Let it air out a little longer. I'm going to take a sip of water, actually.
So one thing I will say, even though I poured this, I've got all night to drink it. Because I had such a rough intro to this, I feel I owe my fans a little something extra tonight. So I'm going to do a little something. I'm going to get my nice clean glass. Oh, sorry, that's not the clean glass. I got like 4, 5 Glencairns over here because I always run out. So I got my nice clean glass. I'm going to reach over here, bust out brand new Booker's. So this is the 2017-03 unopened. And this one is called Front Porch Batch. Eric, I hate you.
I was waiting for that. Every time I watch this show as a watcher, by the way, I watch the show all the time, Bill. I'm always the one that says, take off your shirt. And there's a couple, and then I start, everyone says, take off your shirt.
Now, She Flung Dung. This is not this again. This is a brand new Booker's. So this is the Booker's 2017-03. The next in my series of Booker's batches. Look at that beautiful color. That's what I'm talking about. Well, anybody who feels like super chatting is more than welcome. But unlike before, where I was kind of asking, this time I'm just giving. Because not only do I enjoy it, but I feel I owe a little something after that rough start here. So I am going to wait for Swami Suave there to pop back in. There he is.
All right. What I was saying, I just noticed that I popped out.
Yep.
Gosh, I can't keep a train of thought going on the stream. right. Anyways, I want to know what people wish that I would drink first. I got here a Lagavulin 8. I've got the Kilchoman Lochgorm. I've got the Kalila Isla Distillers Edition, and I got the Port Charlotte Isla Barley.
All right, so you got the Lagavulin 8, you got the Port Charlotte, you said? And what was the third one?
Port Charlotte Isla Barley. I got the Kalila Isla Distillers Edition and the Kilchoman Lochgorm. And the Lagavulin 8. So I want to know what people think I should drink next after my Ardbeg is done.
I think my vote's going to be for the Kalila.
The Kalila Isla Distillers Edition. I want to see what people think. Port Charlotte.
Ooh, that's delicious. That is butterscotch all the way down. Wow. Man, I'm significantly impressed by Booker's ability to...
Kalila Isla, 1 vote. Port Charlotte, 2 votes. Port Charlotte, 2 votes. Kalila Isla. Right. So far, Lagavulin 8 is not getting anything.
Yeah, you know, had I had a little bit more forewarning that this was going to happen, I probably could have sent you some Bookers. That would have been fun. Still taste the peach while drinking Bookers. I bet I can. All right, so I have not yet had a sip of this. I'm more just giving it a nose. Now, yes, those of you that know me know that I do more bourbons. I tend to be a little bit more comfortable in that area. This Ardbeg is fantastic. As some of you have seen, I totally recommended it in my beginner Scotch guide, actually, mostly as a way to kind of introduce yourself to all of the different things that Scotch can do. So I think you're getting the vote for the Port Charlotte there, Swami.
Yeah, Port Charlotte.
Nice.
The Isla right here.
So this is the 2017-03. So all right. So on the nose here, and then Swami, I'll let you get into your Port Charlotte there if you want to pour out a dram.
All right. So I'm going to pour out a dram in this lovely Glencairn.
So about the only thing that you're really getting out of that nose is butterscotch right off the bat. It's beautiful. It's almost got like a flowery scent to it too. Oh man, I don't mix. Well, I do eventually mix water with my Bookers, but I always love to taste stuff just neat. I feel like it's owed to it to always taste it the way it came out of the bottle first. All right, so I'm gonna have a sip of this. So to all of you, cheers.
Slant you dummies. Oh wait, that's the wrong show.
Ooh, that's interesting.
I'm going to continue drinking the leftover little bit of Ardbeg I have, and then
I got plenty of Ardbeg left. I'm just I'm going to save that. I feel like Pete can probably break through Bookers a little bit. There will be no mixing, by the way, so no asking. I need to work tomorrow.
See you later, Whiskey Whistle. Mark's gone.
Let's. We got Mark on, yeah.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So as far as the taste of this Bookers goes, this is once again completely different than the 2017-01 and the 02, which is just like, how the heck is that a thing? One of these days, I'm gonna get over to Jim Beam. I'm gonna grill him. Not that they're gonna give me any real answers, but I'm just very curious how they can manage to get such dramatically different flavors. Anyway, so look for a formal Booker's batches on this. I'm not going to give too much on the palate here because, frankly, it's being mixed between this and the peat. But it's very good. My initial impression was like, the 2017-02 might have a competitor, but I don't know. I'm thinking the 2017-02 is still going to be my top pick, but this is going to be close. All right, so Swami, what do you got with the Kalila there? Or no, sorry, the Port Ellen.
No, it's the Port Charlotte Isla Barley. Jeez. There's the Scottish and there's the Isla. I have both, but I really prefer the Isla Barley, so that's what I tend to drink on a regular. It is my favorite economic, I would say, style Isla. Mm-hmm. Normally, that's what I buy. I tend to gravitate towards Brook Laddie when it comes to my Islas. Kilchoman and Springbank are my 3 top distilleries. So it goes Springbank, number 1, my number 1 love. I love them to death. Then it goes Kilchoman. I just love the Kilchoman. And then it goes...
Swami, we lost you there. If you're talking, give it a sec.
And I'm back again for the 50th time.
I honestly don't know if that's your fault or this crazy setup I've got going on here. I mean,
it's all
for
right.
real, like for those of you that don't know much about streaming, like what I'm asking my computer and my internet connection to do is ridiculous right now. So just forgive any of the random stuff you might see going on. Anyway, Swami, continue.
I'm trying. Okay, what I was saying was my top 3 distilleries are, I'm going to go fast because it'll cut me off again. Springbank, Kilchoman, and Brook Laddie. Brook Laddie produces Port Charlotte and Octomore and also the Brook Laddie collection. I love the Octomores and the Port Charlotte collection. This is the Port Charlotte Isla, bottled at 50% ABV, no color added. Wonderful stuff, unchill filtered. Just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's from Rockside Farms. Rockside Farms is owned by Kilchoman now, so Brook Laddie will no longer be receiving barley from Rockside Farms anymore, actually. I spoke with the owner of Kilchoman during the summertime, and he said since they're competitors, he's just not going to provide it anymore for them. So this might be discontinued very shortly, the Isle of Barley. So I'll enjoy it while it's still around. So if you guys have a chance, go grab a bottle of it because it might not be around much longer because Anthony Wells has told me that they are no longer providing any barley to Brook Laddie.
Good to know.
That will not be happening.
Mm-hmm. You heard it here first. Go out and buy it. Yeah, you know, Scotch for Dummies, I gotta agree. At this point, like, YouTube really needs to step up their live streaming game. They made such a big effort to get into the live streaming because of things like Twitch, and then they just stopped, you know? I'm sure that they're making improvements. They are Google, but still. I
don't know what's happening. When it first came out, I'm not gonna lie, when Hangouts first came out, it worked really well. And even with my streams, I'm sending out for Hangouts like with certain people, and they're telling me they're not getting them on their emails. They're not receiving it. So I don't know. Hangouts lately has not been very effective. So I don't know. There's something going on, but people aren't receiving their emails and things like that. It's weird.
Yeah. Sean Rose in the house. What's going
Welcome
on, Sean?
back, Sean Rose.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Malted in Montreal, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Hangouts is great. Hangouts really actually is the way I should probably do something like this if I'm going to bother doing another one of these with people. And I probably will next time, but who knows? I really actually just wanted to show off the little intro thing. And I'm totally just going to play it again because a bunch of people may have missed it. I'm just totally going to.
So cool.
I love that thing. I couldn't really figure out what to do with you at the end there. I wanted to do something else, but anyway, I really like. I stumbled across that. People, I love that. I stumbled across that music, and I was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna make Swami an intro."
You know it.
You know what's funny?
No, if you guys.
If you just had the smoke and the Malted in Montreal with like the intro and maybe made it like a couple seconds longer to find a decent outro in the music part, that could be your entire intro, and that would be great.
Did you like the video I made during the holidays there, the little music glorious video there?
I did actually.
Where I'm taking down the shot.
Yeah, I liked that a lot actually. I was a little sad. I wanted the shot part to be a little faster. Like I think doing that in slow motion, I don't know.
My wife wanted it faster too, but I thought the song, because the way the song was playing, that it worked well slower. But even my wife said the same thing as you. She was like, "Would it be cool if it was like really fast shots?"
You know what it is? I think women are impatient.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
By the way, guys,
people like the intro.
This man is awesome. I love Bill, man. I've been getting to know him for the past few weeks, and he is just got the same kind of sick, twisted sense of humor as me. He's a little more adult about it, though. He's more mature than I am. I'll give him that.
Only sometimes.
But doesn't judge me. Likes he understands that when I'm joking around, I'm just being me. It's just who I am, and I only joke and rip on the people I love, and that's how I feel. If I don't like you, then I don't insult you.
So, of course.
You know I like you when I insult you.
Well, I think, oh, Swami. I'm going to make a shirt. Oh, Swami. With rest in peace. So. Oh, there you are. See, the thing that kills me, Swami, is in order to make Hangouts work here, every time that you come back, I have to fiddle with OBS and then get that working again. That's why every time that you guys see him come back, I'm busting out on the mouse here again. It's not, like I said, it's probably not your fault, but I'm going to blame you anyway.
Oh, it's okay. That damn Canadian internet.
Right? Exactly.
We just got Miami Vice last year, by the way.
Your internet's made out of like snow and ice. And like maple syrup.
I'm from Canada, eh?
So I'm digging this Bookers.
Come over to my house and you can come stay in my igloo, eh? It's all good, you
know. Get off the toaster and get a computer. Yeah. So you're on an actual laptop or something, right?
I got my laptop in front of me and I got my phone filming. Oh. So my phone's filming.
Is the phone better than your
laptop? The phone is much better than the laptop because the laptop camera.
What a crazy
laptop camera! I'm not a big. It's a 1080p, but it just it doesn't show all this beauty.
Yeah. I could do with a little distortion on your face there. I think that's probably best for us all.
All this sexiness right here. All right.
Well, so Swami does come back into the stream automatically. It's Google Hangouts in order to keep his focus. So like if I were to do this, watch this, just since people asked, if I were to interact with it here and then deselect him, as I'm talking, it's going to like switch around inputs there. So I don't want to do that because I want to keep him in this upper right corner there, or left. I have no idea what it looks like. I mean, look at that. You don't want to. Yeah, I'm not even going to flex because you're going to put me to shame. I got too much of a desk job there. I don't get to the gym.
I'll take off my shirt.
So how are you enjoying that? Oh man, what is it? Port
Charlotte.
Port Charlotte. I keep wanting to say Port Ellen. I don't even know what Port Ellen is.
I did an actual, if anybody's interested, I did an actual review. This between the Scottish barley and the Port Charlotte Isle barley. So I've done them both. And I did an actual versus comparison, and this won. Well, in my case, some people might find it the other one won, but I'm like I said, I'm a huge Kilchoman fan, and I can taste the Kilchoman in this. If you're a fan of Macchia Bay, this is like Macchia Bay but elevated to a different level. So it's really just wonderfully done. It's a lot more meaty and peatier than the Macchia Bay. The Macchia Bay's got more of a pineapple and papaya kind of tropical fruit note added to it with some banana. Where this is really just like more of a beefy, peaty, beef jerky kind of style going on. I love it.
Beef jerky, huh? That's the first time I've heard that. That's interesting. I have tasted a couple of drams that tasted like literally of just kind of meat, like Craig Allen 13. That one it goes through a worm tub, which kind of gives it that sulfury taste, but there's a little bit of almost like just. It's like chewing on a steak almost. It's pretty good.
I actually enjoy the sulfur on some sherries. A lot of people, maybe it's because the more I'm evolving in the palate, and I've been drinking Scotch for a long time, I used to not like the sulfur that was coming off of sherry Scotches, but lately I'm kind of drawn to it and I kind of want it, kind of like a blue cheese. It's off-putting, but once you've developed a taste for it, you want it, you know? And it's kind of like the new peat to me is like that sulfur note.
Yeah.
So I'm like searching for it. I don't know if anybody in the comments agrees. It's like you need to change up. It's like you really need new things all the time when it comes to drinking Scotch or rum or whatever, beer. Like I used to hate IPA, and now all I'm doing is drinking IPA lately, which is weird.
So that's interesting because even though I've always been more like a heavier beer guy, like not even gonna go stout. I'm gonna go like porter. Like I've always loved porters, and I mean I do like stouts, but you know what? Guinness is a weird one to me. Now I've never been to Ireland. I've never had Guinness like in Ireland from a tap, but it always tastes more watery than I expect it to, and I think it always throws me off.
Well, it's a myth that stout is actually a thick and heavy beer. It's actually a traditional British stout is supposed to be light. It's not supposed to be heavy. It's just dark because of what is it? They toast the barley, so it gives it that dark color.
People keep mentioning ECBP. I'm not sure what that stands for. You got to remember, I'm not that smart. Now, I gotta agree with you. Bullet is a surprisingly half decent bourbon. It's a great intro bourbon for sure, and you can find it at most bars, so that's really good. So Evan Williams single barrel is a good starter bourbon. Four Roses single barrel, not small batch. Boo. I mean, the single barrel is good, but I'll tell you that the single barrel is still in my cabinet. The small batch is not. So Elijah Craig barrel proof. Thank you. For some reason I couldn't put together the EC. Hey, there you are, Swami.
I always know when I'm getting cut off, by the way, because all of a sudden I can't hear you anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Man, that's not a lot of drive for you to want to come back.
It's okay, talk. I'm gonna read the comments. I'm too mad now. I don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah. Now I will warn all the people in the comments there. So I see people talking about Bullet. Avoid the Bullet 10. Just do it. Just don't have it. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, that's a full-on ignore it. It's just so, it's worse than the regular Bullet in my opinion, and it's like $15 more. So I would ignore it completely.
Oh wow! I want to thank everybody. I'm up to 482 subscribers.
82, nice.
So 482. So we're almost there. 18 to go. Please, everyone who's in the chat that's not subscribed to my channel, subscribe now. I want to catch up to certain people in the Scotch fabric community. It's a friendly competition, all right? It's total friendliness. It's not to be mean, but there's some guys that have been around that are getting a little too big for their britches, and I need to catch up to them and bring them back down.
I know you're not talking about me, Swami.
No, I love Bill's at 7,000, dude.
Dude, how did that
so
even
awesome,
happen,
man.
right?
You're just a likable guy, man. It's just awesome, and I'm very happy.
Well, I appreciate that, Swami. I like it. I know I like it. It's been very strange, to be honest with you, because like I was at 5,000. I want to say it was like November. Like I've basically been getting almost 1,000 subscribers a month, and it's like, how does that? Like right now, if I were to look at my analytics, I'm projecting over 1,000 subscribers in January, which is just like, I can't even fathom that. You know, I set that little goal for myself of 20K by December. Like at this rate, I'm going to totally exceed that. Or, yeah, I mean, assuming certain growth and stuff, it's insane to me. I'm just psyched about it. It's like super motivating, but I'm just, I think it's because enjoy what I'm doing, I guess. Yeah.
But it's nice to see, because like you got a very honest perspective on how you do your reviews, and I really like that. Because you're new to Scotch and you're admitting that you're new, and you kind of like I think you have this technical kind of side to it where you really, really want to start from the beginning. You're like, I'm not gonna skip over to the expensive stuff, even though I can afford to buy. I don't want to. I'm going to start with the bottom shelf and work my way up the ladder. Mm-hmm. And people are watching do it, and it's working out for you. I want to thank. I just got a bunch of people said subscribe. Chris Beaton, thank you very much, my friend. You know, and guys, keep on coming in. I love all of you. Awesome. Same for Bill. If for some reason any of you watching are not subscribed to Bill, subscribe to him now. This guy is really just he's a very humble guy. I like you, man. You're just a good guy.
Yes.
I need to learn some humble.
Sorry. Become Walter White, hat and glasses. Yeah. His name is Heisenberg. Have you seen Breaking Bad, Swami?
Yes, I love Breaking Bad. It was one of my favorite shows. I'm watching What About Sal or Saul or what's it called? How about, whatever. I'm watching that one. It's great. My favorite show on TV right now is Ash versus the Evil Dead, because I just love anything that has to do with the Evil Dead. So I'm big on that right now. Yeah. I'm very campy. I was a huge comic book guy.
There's a show I started watching. It's called The Long Road Home, and it's kind of like a military. It's about the current war that America decides to stay in. I'm not going to go into that, but basically it's interesting because it's starting at like, 2001, 2002, somewhere in there. So like, the second episode or something has one of the characters and they're checking their mail and they're using AOL. And I mean, even in 2002, AOL was a little outdated, but I was just like, is that AOL on their screen? That's really cool. And like little details like that go a long way with me. So far I'm really enjoying it. It's really like super action. It's not campy, but it's like really, really good actually. I don't know. Anybody out there who's watching it, it's still in the first season, so you got lots of time to catch up. But I would suggest it.
I just finished Mindhunter. It was Scott. Oh, check.
Thanks,
Eric Waite just gave you a $10 super chat. Way to go, Eric.
What is that for? Do I have to do anything stupid for it? Because I don't mind doing something stupid, but what would I turn red about? I have several science degrees. I know who Carl Harzenberg was. Well, Oklahoma, you and I both. So I appreciate a fellow scientist. Cheers to you. I'm trying to kill the brain cells because there's just too many of them.
I moved on, by the way, to the Kalila Isla. I'm doing the Distiller's Edition. Wonderful stuff. From Diageo Group, same group that brings you Lagavulin and Johnny Walker.
So Swami,
yes, sir.
One thing I noticed when trying to make that video of you is that in every one of your videos you do I somehow had some of that Booker's wax on my leg. Anyway, you do like this super up close, like whoa, and I kept trying to like work that into somehow just being like extreme with all the the music and everything, and it just somehow didn't work. I was very disappointed actually, but I was psyched that I managed to get you dancing. Yeah, that was a good start.
But if you want to see me, my reviews are cool. I like my reviews. My reviews are meant to be very professional and to be straight laced and to let you guys know about the product because I do respect the whiskey, right? My more goofy side and my more who I am in reality comes through when I do my live shows. Yeah. That's what I like. I love my live shows. I love getting to know you guys. And Eric, Bill, you'll be back on my show very soon. I had Bill on my show. I'm not going to talk about the situation, but we had to raise it. We will do another one. So I don't want to talk about it. I had to delete it. It went a little too far. I was a little too drunk. We'll do another one, I promise. And I won't be as drunk. So we'll do another one. I didn't want to get booted off of YouTube, so that's why I had to take that one.
I think you would have been fine, but I also back the idea to delete that one. So just because I have a very, very important question in the comments here, if you would like to super chat me, there is next to your chat, if you're on your phone, down at the bottom on the right hand side, there's a little icon that has a dollar symbol in it. I know this because I super chat other people too, because it's a super awesome way to support people that you like. So if you click on that, you'll get prompted with like this little thing. If you don't have a credit card tied to your account, then might have to set that up, which might be a pain in the butt. Another option would be to check out my Patreon, and I have a patreon.com/thewhiskeydick. So you can find the link to that down in the description below. Speaking of the description below, you can find a link over to Swami's channel down in the description of this video right now. So see how I bring that full circle there, Swami?
Yes, sir.
Full circle, like the whiskey squirrel.
And you can send me $1 a month by mail. Just literally put $1 in an envelope and mail it to me. And you just do that because I like singles. Because I don't know, I used to work at a strip.
Well, you live in Montreal. You actually need singles. You know, you got that famous red light district there.
Yeah, well, in Canada it sucks because we don't got singles, we got loonies. So try having people shove loonies down your underwear; it doesn't work as good. So,
just literally take an envelope and like loogie right into it and send it over to Swami.
Oh, no, loonies.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
A loonie is a Canadian, not a loogie. A loonie is if there's any Canadians watching, a loonie, Bill, is a Canadian dollar. You never seen like a little gold coin and there's a loonie. We call it a loonie because there's a loon, the bird.
Yeah.
Loony. That thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we call it a loony. So that's what it is. We also have bags of milk in Canada.
Oh, you sure do. Years ago, I used to play World of Warcraft and there was a guy from Canada that played with us all the time, and we used to just relentlessly mock him about bags of milk. Like it was just some. Hey, thanks, Tyler. We used to just relentlessly mock him about bags of milk. It was like the stupidest concept. And he's like, well, you don't just drink it out of the bag. You put the bag into a pitcher. And I'm like, why would you just buy like a jug of milk? What the heck's the point?
You do it like Capri Sun. You stick a straw right into it with a big bag of milk.
So Flocky Poo is talking about getting kicked out of a strip club because of those damn dollar coins. So I suspect he was making it hail instead of making it rain. You know, so instead of like that, he's just like, you know.
As long as you're not trying to take a credit card and slide it down the gash,
right?
They'll be fine. They won't kick you out.
They don't appreciate when you swipe.
Not a debit machine. I learned that the hard way. No.
So, Whistle Pig, yes. I will totally be doing another episode of that stuff. That I tried, like, I mean, I talked about it in the video there, or maybe just in the live stream, I'm not sure. But there was, I went to this local place, and they have, no, there's Swami again. Oh, Swami, making me click all the things. There you go. I'm not surprised you played WoW. It's all right. I'll have Elder Scrolls Online. How is that game? Is that any good? I'm gonna wait for your comment. But anyway, Whistle Pig. So I tried it was like the regular 10, the 15, and the rare Old World, and all three of them were pretty good. The 15 was probably the weakest of the three, which was the weirdest thing. What do you got? Strippers don't.
We're at 488 subscribers on my channel.
Well, people are liking you a little bit more, I guess. Did Walter White really drink Whistle Pig?
If you guys get me to 500 tonight, I'll tell you what, I will do a shot of Soza White tequila. All right, if I get to 500.
All right, 12 subs. Right. I'm not sure how many people are currently watching the stream. Let's check that out. I got 41 people currently. 41 people currently watching the stream. If you are currently not subscribed to Swami, even if you don't want to stay sub to him, let's make him do the shot.
Check them out. They'll stay sub. I bring the heat. You'll love it. Anyway, no, but
I will say,
if you sub, you think Johnny Walker Red is bad, I will do Soza. I'm sure a lot of you drink it. I will do Soza White tequila. I will do a shot of that on camera at the end of the show, just to finish it off.
Snort a line of pixie sticks. So interesting thing. Not what I would have expected. Even after having the Bookers here, this Ardbeg, it actually like totally holds up. I mean, the flavor, even the subtleties of the flavor. I mean, this is my third dram in about an hour. It's still coming through pretty prominently. I'm surprised. Usually by my second and a half dram, I'm losing a lot of the subtleties, and especially when I do them this quick. Let's see.
I'm loving. I love my Distiller's Edition from Cleveland. It's got a tiny little bit of sherry casking involved into it in this one, so it's got your nice peat note. It's a little laid back comparison to the Ardbeg Beast and the Port Charlotte that I did before. So this one's more fruity. It's got a little bit of redness to it. It's not just pure peat. This is a little more complex. It's got a nice palate to it. It's about 13 years of age. It does have an age statement. People will say, "Oh, the Kalila Isla Distiller's Edition doesn't have an age statement." It does. It is just more of a vintage statement. So just look at the vintage and you can figure it out. This is 13 years.
So I'm going to do something here. Give me a second here. You can talk if you like. Real time.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yeah.
493.
Nice.
Oh, I love you, Bill.
I'm super close. Bill, I'm super close here.
Bill, I'm gonna have to. If I ever come down, you're in Chicago, right, Bill?
Nope. Everybody, for whatever reason, people keep thinking I'm in Chicago. That's Whiskey in the Six.
You look like you eat a lot of deep dish pizza. I think that's the reason.
I am in Massachusetts.
I was in Lowell during the summertime.
When?
We could have hung out. During the summer, I was in Lowell. I was riding my motorcycle. I was riding my motorcycle through Vermont and Massachusetts during the summer because not too far from where I'm at. And me and my friend decided to go hit up Lowell because it's such a beautiful town. I don't know if you've ever been to Lowell. Gorgeous.
That's hilarious that you think that. From our point of view, Lowell is like a dump.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
It's so beautiful with all the crackheads and, you know, whatever. All the signs that tell you, we're watching you. Everywhere me and my friend were riding, like, what's with these signs telling me that they're watching us? So it was fun. It's from where Mickey Ward is from, by the way, and Jack Kerouac.
All right.
So we went to Lowell, and we had a fun time drinking it up with the gangsters. It was cool. I liked it.
So check out my voodoo here.
Swami 500 gets 500 subs.
So I'm going to bring this down here, and let me interact with this guy here. I understand, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Oh, come on. Boo.
What are we doing here? Malted, Montreal.
Oh, come on. Oh, man, it's like too far down the screen.
I'm going to go I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm going to do this. So all of you on the stream, you can just deal because this is pretty awesome. All right. I'm going to make this a little bigger. There we go. All right. So we are at 493 for Malted. And, you know, I'm just going to cover his face because he popped out of here. So he's at 493 here. Let's see if we can get him up to 500. By the way, thank you guys again. I totally kind of glazed over it. Thank you for the super chats. That's awesome. It's really, really helpful, actually. So if you're at all interested in seeing your subscriber number coming up in that little thing. My thermometer doesn't even have that number.
You blocked my face with the
sure did.
90.
It looks so much better.
Fuck you.
There you go.
All right, move it out of the way. Hold on, I want to because I brought the tequila out.
Oh, he's got the tequila. He needs 7 more subs, guys. You guys can do it. I really hope everybody here is subscribed to him.
Look at that right here. Actually, this disgusting college dorm room. I'm broke. I can't afford good liquor stuff right here. All right.
This is part of the fun that OBS allows me to do on the fly here when I've got a patient group of people here watching me. This is fun. Yeah. I'm actually going to totally go back and rewatch this live stream.
No, I love it. Okay, things didn't start off well.
One. Oh, there you go.
It's all right. Whatever. Take that down. It's embarrassing.
All right, I'm going to bring it back up in a minute here. Hey, thanks, She Flung Dung. Appreciate that.
Oh, She Flung Dung, $2.
Hey, Benji 3008 in the house. Benji 3008. Thank you for the compliment. I am very tech savvy. I would hope so because I'm a software engineer. So I jumped to 7.1. Hell yeah. Good for me. Did I really?
Boom.
Good for me.
You're at 7,100 already?
Apparently. Yeah, I'm at 7,101.
I got 100 subs in one day.
Dude, I fell asleep last night. Thank you. I fell asleep last night. I woke up and I had 50 more subs. Like, I get that in a good day. Never mind overnight. I don't even know what the hell's happening to my channel right now, but I ain't even disappointed. Yeah. Holy crap, guys. You guys are making my day.
We got some cash coming in. $5. Dude, you got to share some of this with me, all right?
I don't know, man. I think I'm sharing some of it with you, getting you up to 500.
I know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
hoping that this was a fun night for your subscribers. I'm hoping that I came off at least slightly likable. So we'll see.
I'm just a little bit nervous about how many people are starting to ask me to take my shirt off because you guys don't want to see this.
Wait, dude, it's probably gonna look like the Star Wars creature.
Yeah. No blue milk. No blue milk is coming out of this thing.
Luke Skywalker is gonna run out of nowhere and grab on your titty.
Oh, you people with your 393. We need 7 more subscribers. How do we get Swami 7 more subscribers here? Because I want to see him drink that bottle before I go.
I'm not drinking the whole bottle. I'm going to drink a shot of it.
Sorry, I want to see you take a shot. Dude, if I doubled your numbers, I might want to see you chug the bottle. But...
I'll go get. My wife says I could stay on for 15 more minutes. Then after I got to get off because she's got a work day tomorrow. We're past the hour. We started late, so I'll stay on for 15 more minutes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We can get the 500.
I kind of wanted to give.
If we get the 500.
Make fake accounts. I kind of wanted to stay on and give people a little bit extra time just because I had such a rough start. You know what I mean? So.
There's no worries, man. Dude, I appreciate it 100%. I can't believe it's at 494.
494.
So 6 to go.
Nice.
Even if I don't get the 500, I will still take a shot at tequila just for that. Dude,
you know what,
20 subs.
Swami, do this. How about this? All right.
What?
What's your next bottle that you're reviewing?
My next bottle that I've already pre-taped. So on my next review, you're gonna see I have a beer. It's not magic. It won't grow back so fast. It's just a pre-tape. It's gonna be the Edgedour 12. That's the next review, and then after that, it's a Ben Nivis 10. So those are my next 2 reviews.
Nice.
That are coming up on my channel.
Yep.
Yeah, I got some crazy shit coming up. I got Long Grow 18. I got Springbank 11. Local Barley coming on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the Compass Box Peat Monster. I've got the Ardbeg, which I did with you tonight, drink, but I'm going to do that on my channel. Lagavulin 8. Oh, fuck. I got so much left to do. I've got some tequilas, some craft tequilas, not this shit. Good tequila on my channel.
I love that you even have that.
Hey, it's good when you have people that you don't like over, all right? So that gets the shit going.
Yeah, it's a good way to make them leave.
I've also got a special coming up near the end of the month, which I will be having.
Ah, boo. Swami, we lost you. Boy, talk about a cliffhanger. All right, let's see how his count's doing. 495. All right.
I got a representative that deals with local absinthe in Quebec. That she brings it from Belgium. She's going to come on my show with me. We're going to do the absinthe the traditional way. With the sugar cube over the top and pouring the water and letting it drip, and then we're gonna get we are gonna get.
Absinthe is great stuff. I couldn't believe that the first time I had that.
Yeah. So we're gonna drink absinthe live. It's gonna be a live show, that one.
All right, I'm gonna make sure to tune into that one for sure. So just for anybody who may be watching this on the replay, I need to direct your attention to the comments here because people are saying Swami reminds them of the biker dude from the Village People. Said with love.
I do have a motorcycle, so that does work. I am unfortunately straight though. I wish I was gay. I could double my wardrobe.
Oh man, yeah.
Hey man.
You don't. I think you'd probably have your wardrobe. You'd probably throw away all that stuff like that shirt you're wearing.
Yeah, we're at 495 subscribers, 5 away.
We need.
Like I said, I'm still gonna take a shot.
I think we can get that. We need like a phone bank or something. Oh, I see somebody mentioned me. Maybe they're. Hold on. Sorry, yeah, they're trying to get people to sub to your channel. So we got.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Make a Sazerac.
Swami is the rabbi godfather.
Dude, a Sazerac doesn't have absinthe in it.
Pardon?
Somebody's saying that they made a Sazerac with absinthe in it. I'm not being dumb, right? There's no, like.
I think there's a Sazerac with absinthe, and I think I heard about that too.
Really? Oh.
I don't own it though. I would honestly. I'm not the biggest fan of Sazerac rye. It's all right. I don't get the whole love of Sazerac rye.
I mean, I ordered one.
By the way,
Sazerac, what?
Sazerac is also owned by.
Is it really? Wow.
Very good. It's in the same house. They're all under the same roof.
In the glass. That's interesting. So one thing, obviously, you guys that watch my reviews know, like typically it's pretty well researched, right? So I have been spending so much time over the last couple of days trying to get this look. That I have done almost zero research on Ardbeg. So when I was putting my youngest daughter to bed, she's almost 2, and she was like falling asleep. I'm holding her hand, and I'm sitting next to her bed, and I'm on my phone researching Ardbeg, and this was like 10 minutes before this episode started. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know a damn thing. Ardbeg, it's
496. 496. We're 4 away.
497.
497? Mm-hmm. Oh shit. That happened quick.
Mm-hmm. We got 3 more.
I'm loving all. Oh my god, 3 to go.
3 to go.
All right, I'm gonna pour.
Yep.
I'm gonna get a shot glass. I'll be back. I'm gonna get a shot glass.
All right, sounds good. All right, so all of you that have been supporting Swami, I really appreciate it. He's honestly like one of my favorite guys in the group of whiskey reviewers that we have here. I think he's genuinely like a really friendly and fun guy, and I actually like watching his live streams probably as much as anybody else, if not more so. Partially because they're really interactive. Like Scotch for Dummies put on a really good show. Same with Scotch Test Dummies. But Malted in Montreal is like all about the comments, and he just interacts with people the whole time. I feel like he goes into it with like a minor plan and just kind of wings it the whole time. It's really, really fun. If you've never seen one of his live streams, even if you don't necessarily want to sub to him, you should take the time to go check him out. He does them every Saturday. I believe it's 9 p.m. Swami, right?
9 o'clock. Why wouldn't anyone want this up to me? I'm the best hidden secret in the freaking Scotch fabric.
He's very humble. Yes.
Yes. Listen, I will not lie. I'm very opinionated. I have my opinions on things. I come from it. I come to the Scotch community, the whiskey community, from a very hardcore punk rock background. I was a very big punker my entire life. Now I just got money so I can afford to buy whiskey.
Nice.
And I bring my punk attitude towards my whiskey reviews. That's how I put it. So I'm very honest, upfront. I don't bullshit about it. I try not to hurt people's feelings, but eventually it happens.
Yeah, they're hurting people's feelings.
Learning to be a nicer person, thanks to Bill and guys like the Malted Man Cave Key.
Ah, boo, Swami. Swear to God. Man, these Canucks. They might have free healthcare, but you know, how about some decent internet? Oh, boo. Come on, Swam. We're trying to get you back to up to 500. You can't be dropping out like that. The toaster strikes again. Man, I couldn't even imagine my phone being more powerful than my laptop. Right when I was getting a shout out, Malted Man Cave. Anyway, all right,
again,
hey, there he is.
Yeah.
I was almost about to give up on you. Three people left to go. I think everybody wants to see you take that shot, though.
All right, well, it's coming up.
Yeah. All right. If anybody here is on the fence about subbing a Swami, I think you need to do it. Now's the time to take it, to do it.
Oh, God, this is going to be so nasty. You might have your first projectile vomit.
Oh, I sure hope so. Boy, would I love that.
That would bring up the ratings.
I'll do you a favor, though. If you projectile vomit, I'll put on your intro video again. I'll have the sound of you.
Full shot. I'm not fucking around here.
Because I can't mute your
full nastiness. This is made of 100% monkey jizz, fermented under someone's couch.
So it's Tyler. Believe it or not, oddly enough, like even though I said I was going to, I don't want to say I chickened out because that wasn't the case. So I was sick over winter break, right? And I ended up just having like pretty much like a rough cold. And it killed my sense of smell. So I was like, there's no way I am treating myself to a 50-year-old whiskey if I'm not in perfect health. So instead, I have a really cool idea. My dad, who I've mentioned a few times in both my live streams and my episodes and stuff, he ends up buying me a lot of my more fun bottles, honestly, for birthdays or Christmas or whatever. I'm going to take a ride down to his house. He lives about an hour away from me. And him and I are going to hang out, and I'm going to bring that little dram. It's a little tiny thing. I'm going to split it in half. Him and I are going to share it. It's going to be awesome. So looking forward to that. But I did not end up having it on New Year's Eve. So...
All right. So this, I really quick. There's something coming up in the community. I don't know. Do you want me to bring up the food quick thing, or we'll just let that go? Let it fly.
Leave it. I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to. It's It's a non
It's
sequitur.
not a big deal. All right. I talked to the guy this week. He's perfectly fine. Everyone needs to relax.
Of course
He's not. You know, that's all. So here it is. Shot. Smells like feet, fungus. Oh God, this is gonna be so hot.
All right, hold on, Swami. Hold on.
I'm totally chasing with water right now.
Hold on,
right?
Swami. Hold on. I'm gonna make you bigger here. There we go. All right, because we gotta focus in on this guy. All right, go for it whenever you're ready.
You know what I'm gonna do, by the way? If the camera cuts off again, I'm just gonna totally throw this over my shoulder.
All right, hide in the chat. There we go. Whenever you're ready, Swami.
Here, I'll do it. I'm going to do it like how a 16-year-old does it at a bar on a birthday with a blowjob. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, God damn!
Oh, good stuff. All right. Let's see.
Oh,
that was fun.
Fuck. Water. Oh, that's good.
I'm so glad I increased your size for that one. That was worth it.
No problem, man. That was a fun. God.
That got a great reaction from the peanut gallery here. The group of the whiskey dicks here, or the dickheads.
I did it for you. All right. I gotta piss.
So here's a question for everybody. While Swami takes a minute to recover there and suck on his little metal dildo there. We both got mine's a little bigger, but you know. What do you guys think of my whiskey of the year choice there? The Four Roses small batch. I mean, it was specific to only the whiskeys I reviewed, but I'm curious if anybody would have picked. I was really tempted to pick the Eagle Rare or the Booker's 02, 2017 02 over it, but curious if anybody had a drastically different opinion. You know what? If you guys get him up to 500, I'll talk him into doing another one of those.
I ain't touching that shit ever again. That stuff is going right back.
Don't believe Swami. I'll talk him into it.
I'm gonna get a beer. That's what I'm gonna get. You guys, you talk to your people.
Yeah, I was really, really tempted to go with the 2017-02, but you know what? The reason I didn't pick them, there were two reasons. Number one, I genuinely thought that the Four Roses single batch was a slightly better dram. But number two, the fact that they increased their price still rubs me the wrong way. And because of that, that edged them out. If it weren't for that, I probably would have picked them. Oh, Swami, we lost you. You and your bagged milk. Oh, there you go. Old Forester birthday bourbon. I haven't had that one. Eagle Rare should have won, but Four Roses is good too. Yeah, Eagle Rare was a tough choice, man. The Eagle Rare, I've enjoyed that. Actually, so funny story. Just since we started the stream with Star Wars, I'm gonna almost end the stream. Not quite ending it, although I don't think you're hitting 500 right now, Swami.
No worries, man. No worries.
You're dude, 3 away, dude.
I'm so impressed.
I'm
so dude. We came in.
So
I came in at 477. It's at 497.
497. Dude, you're right there. You're gonna be 500 when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Anyway, so anybody watching this video on demand, even if he hits his 500, you should still consider subscribing to him. He's pretty entertaining. But the new Star Wars movie, when I went and saw that, I actually brought a flask with me. Me and my buddy Pat went, and he brought a flask too. I filled mine with Eagle Rare, and so that was tasting that will probably always remind me of the time that I saw the 8th Star Wars movie. And when I'm like 50, 60 and I'm tasting Eagle Rare again, I'll probably think back on that because it'll probably be an important time. Yeah.
No, it was that's cool. I don't bring alcohol into places where there are minors.
Oh, I normally don't either. I totally not supposed to. I'm sure I probably could have gotten in big trouble.
Live. I'm sure there's a cop watching right now, and you're going to be in so much trouble.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing.
He kicked Star Wars. I'm sad that you didn't like it.
Star Wars was honestly Thor Ragnarok movie of the year. I love pissing off the Star Wars fans. Thor Ragnarok ruled. Who agrees with me? Thor Ragnarok was awesome. Justice League was.
I haven't seen
Star Wars was.
So here's the problem. I started watching the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe thing, and I got up to the Winter Soldier. I think I was also doing the whole like watch the TV shows in the proper order, and like even when they're interjected in between the TV shows and the movies, like trying to do that whole thing. So I watched like Agent Carter, and I watched most of the Shield, like the first 2.5 seasons of it or something. But then I just stopped watching them. So I haven't seen most of the Marvel movies that have been out. I haven't seen Ant-Man or even the Age of Ultron, which I heard is awesome. I haven't seen the new Spider-Man in Civil War, which I heard is awesome. Like I need to see so many more of these movies.
They're good. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of every movie that Marvel makes, but it seems like every third movie they make is really good.
Yeah.
Like I really loved Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't really like the second one. The second one was all right, but the first one was just so much better.
Really? The second one was better?
Thor. Yeah, I hated all the Thors. Like I hated the first Thor and then the second one, but they got this comedic director to do the third one. And they injected a personality into Thor and the Hulk. And it just, I don't know if you remember, because you're a little younger than me, I think, Bill, by just a bit, though. I'm 39, you're what, 36 34. Or something? 34, all right. Yeah. So, you remember Flash Gordon? Maybe you saw reruns of it when you were a kid. It was Gordon. Yeah. Take over your bus.
Stupid dad story here. When my
best theme song ever.
When my youngest was like really, really young, and I was giving her a bath, and she'd be like kicking in and splashing and everything, I would always say like "Splash, Gordon." So I don't know. Yeah, stupid, but yeah, funny.
No, but anyways, the Ragnarok was awesome. Deadpool was great. Logan finally, like, and it's annoying me because Walt Disney just bought
everything.
The X-Men off of Fox Studios, and Fox finally got it right that adults watch these movies, so adults like to hear people speak like adults. Right. So they finally started putting like the Deadpool, the Logans. So now I'm scared that Walt Disney's gonna like transform it. Hopefully they keep Deadpool the way it's supposed to be and everything. But that was cool. Anyway, I really, really loved drinking with you tonight, my friend. Do you want to keep going? It's up to you. You're the boss.
I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. I know your wife is going to kill you if you stay on too much longer.
But that's going to be entertaining if you want to. They love it.
Mostly because I was looking to pour another drink, and I started pouring just as you asked. So I poured a very small dram, and I'm going to give that about 5 minutes. So, and he popped off. Oh, well. Hey, let's see how his count's doing while we're waiting on him. 498. So he might be earning that shot he took. So for anybody who's sitting on my next review, if you feel like picking up a bottle, I can already tell you that I'm going to give this a recommendation of buy it. So if you feel like picking up a bottle of Ardbeg 10 and drinking along with me when I do my review, it'll be next Friday because this Friday review is going to be actually... hold on a sec, Swami. Sorry.
I'm back.
Bring you
Don't
back.
worry about it.
My next video coming out this Friday is going to be on mini barrels and how to do them, basically. So that'll be in, what's today? Wednesday. So it'll be 2 days from now.
That's really interesting. I would love to watch because I think I've said this a number of times. I've never seen anything good come out of a mini barrel. So if something comes good out of it, I'll be very happy for you. So
Swami, I don't know if you saw you're up to 498.
I did. I said I was 2 away. I'm very happy about it.
Okay. Sorry.
My recommendations, hell yeah. Ardbeg, this is my thoughts on Ardbeg. Ardbeg 10, wonderful. Ardbeg Ugadale was great. Now, not so much. If I was anyone who liked Ardbeg Ugadale, same price, you can get the Kilholm and Loch Gorm. Go for the Kilholm and Loch Gorm. The Ardbeg Dark Cove, excellent, overpriced, however, in Canada. I don't know what it is in the States. In Canada, it sells for $180, overpriced. The Perpetuum, skip it, it sucks. But honestly, the 10-year-old is a classic. It's wonderful across America and Canada.
So somebody asked a good question, She Flung Dung. Have you tried the Kelpie? I haven't actually. No, I did try the Kelpie, but have you tried it?
I have not. I've had I had the Cory of Brecon. I've had the alligator. I've had the Apollo. I've had this, of course. I've reviewed the Ugadale on my channel. You can go check it out. I've had the Dark Cove. I haven't had the committee release, not the first one, the regular standard Dark Cove that's out now. I was not, unfortunately, I was not able to get the committee release of the Dark Cove. They're all good stuff. Ardbeg produces nice stuff, but overpriced. Like a 21-year-old selling for $500. Oof. Who's going to spend $500 on a 21-year-old Scotch? And if you do, well, it's your decision. If you make enough money that you don't really care about money, that's all. That's your thing. My channel. One of the driving factors of my channel is that I try to look at people that make around the same amount of money I do. So I'm looking at a range of $35,000 a year to $100,000 a year kind of salary. Yeah. Right. So I know if you're making in that range, you don't want to drop $500 on a bottle of 21-year-old Scotch.
You got better things to spend your money on at that point. You don't really have FU money.
Yeah, so to me, Ardbeg is a good product. Just they overprice themselves out of the market a lot. That's why the 10-year-old to me at $90 Canadian is a great buy.
That's how expensive it is?
The Ugadale to me. Pardon?
This was 90 Canadian for you? What's that like?
90 Canadian. 90 Canadian. It's $90 Canadian. I think in the States you guys get it for like 50, right?
I got this for 45.
Or $5 off of 50, whatever. So 50
but yeah, but I mean, like, there's not that much of a difference between Canadian and
you gotta understand, it's not just the fact that it's not. Literally, if it came to Canada, we had independent stores, it would probably be $60 to $70 what the exchange rate. But because we have a government-run alcohol industry in Canada, they tax it to pay for schools and roads and things like that. So there's an extra tax put on it. It's not the actual price of the product. Most Canadians were okay with that. It doesn't bother us that much. The only time it bothers us is the only thing that bothers us, we can't be collectors like Americans can be, which is really cool about American Britain because we don't get the old stock. The price isn't the issue to us. It's more along the lines that like if we want to collect things, like you guys get to get different years and shit like that, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And you guys should love that because in Canada we don't get that. We get the new stock. We'll get the same stuff you guys get. It's just that we don't get to go hunting like Americans do. Like you don't find a mom and pop store along the road, especially in Massachusetts. You guys are really lucky about that. There's so many of these little mom and pop stores. Like I found
sorry, I'm just check out She Flung Dung's comment. That's just funny.
She Flung Dung, best name by the way. Best name. It's almost like Cream of Young Guy. Right. Anyways,
oh, Swami. You were on a roll. Let's see. All right. When Swami pops off, that's when we... Hey, look at that. I can't wait to show him. Swami, pretend you don't know. All right. I'm giving him to the count of 3, and then I'm going to talk like he's not here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Swami's not here. He is long gone, and I'm going to pretend he doesn't exist. I'm going to pretend Canada doesn't exist because, you know, Canada. Speaking of Canada, it's going to snow here about 8 to 10 inches tomorrow. Hey, there's Swami. All right.
I'm back. The second your voice disappears, I know I'm about to go off. It's just there seems to be like a 5-second intermission before I go off while your voice goes away.
All right, so Swami, you hit 500.
Thank you.
Yep. So
I'm literally humbled. I'm humbled. It's been my goal on my channel because I'm a foul-mouthed Canuck. I'm not that. I don't know, man. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. I promise to bring you quality reviews. Bill, you're the man. I humbly bow down to you, my friend. 500 subscribers on my channel. I didn't think I would ever get there.
Dude,
that is just beautiful. I can finally call myself a big channel.
You can. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, a lot of people look at subscribers and they're like, oh, that dude only has like 100 or 500 or 1,000. Like, you got to think about that. Picture 1,000 people or 500 people that have chosen that your stuff is good enough that they want to see it. Like, that's a ton of people. And I don't know. I'm very, very happy for you, Swami. I think 500 is, I remember when I hit 500 and it was such a huge milestone.
It is.
At that point I was still counting like every 100, you know, and it was like, just every time I hit 100, I would go around in my work, like wherever I was pretty much, and just tell like whoever was near me.
Bill, where do you work? Because I'm gonna send you a masseuse to give you a happy ending. Thank you.
I don't think my wife's gonna be too happy about that, but
your little Billy.
My little Billy. Not the first time it's been called that. All right, so Swami, I can't. Oh, boo. Who boo?
Who booed what?
Somebody. Oh, there we go. All right. So Swami, this is where we're going to cut it, because you are currently at 500, and to everybody here's knowledge, you are going to only grow. And I suspect that you will only grow as soon as people start seeing your live streams. So Swami, why don't you do your little outro there? Tell everybody about your channel real quick.
All right. So you guys can check me out on Twitter, on the Twatter, I like to call it. Malted Montreal on Twitter, Malted Montreal on YouTube, and if you ever want to just show up at my door, that's cool too. We can hang, roll some. I can make you some nice edible butter cookies, and yeah, I got some reviews coming up. Hopefully, I'll see you guys there. Thank you, Bill, very much. Bill, by the way, when you cut these guys off, don't hang up on me. We're gonna talk 2 minutes after I get off the air with you.
I suppose.
All right. I gotta thank you a lot, my friend.
No problem.
Thank you very much to all you subscribers to me. You're the best. You're beautiful bastards. Love you all. Check out my reviews coming up very shortly.
All right, my bald brother there, Swami. So thank you everybody for hanging in there, and I especially appreciate you hanging through that. Man, this thing's driving me nuts. Especially appreciate you guys hanging through that rough little beginning. It was awesome, and next stream will be much smoother. Thank you, Swami, for being my guest here. You were very, very entertaining, obviously, as you got tons of new subscribers. Anybody who happened to subscribe, even if it was just to see him do the shot, I suggest you keep it for at least a week. Check out his live stream. It's way more entertaining than my own. So thank you all for joining me here on the Whiskey Dictionary, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Cheers.